Welcome to Union High School. I'm John Nerdin, and with me is Mark Winterton. Tonight we have a great matchup between Union Cougars and the Emery Spartans. So, Mark, we got a little late start today, so we better just hit quick on these the keys to the game. We talked to Coach Labram. What did he have to say?
Labram's talking about his they've got to play great defense. Scoring in the red zone, always a big one, and then the dynamic Crunk squad. But the Cougars are they're excited about tonight. I mean, especially after last week's win against Judge Memorial. They got a big win against Judge Memorial. I think this final score was like 53-24.
Yeah.
So they beat up on Judge Memorial, which hasn't been done for years, and now they got a chance. They've still got that chance for a second place finish in the region.
So
a
an
win
important
tonight.
game, yeah, big important game tonight.
Very important. And Emery, the thing is Emery's very beatable. They're a young team, and they've got a different offense this year. We'll talk a little bit more about it. But Cougars won the toss. They elected to receive for the first half. Emery defending the south end zone, and we'll
have to figure out what the Crunk squad is. And that is just a bit of a blooper. Oh, and it takes a Union bounce, but I don't know if that's a Union bounce or an Emery bounce. Out of bounds, so the flag went down.
Almost an Emery bounce as it bounces back towards them, and
then it goes out, though.
Well, yeah, you're looking at an onside kick type of thing. And
yeah, that was.
It was almost like Roberts. He just like crowded it. He's like, you get away. I'm going to let this one go out of bounds. We're going to take this one up at the 35.
Yeah, well, which didn't gain him much. It was all about the same difference. So, hey, we also got a chance to talk to Coach John Familo. Familo?
It's Famalo.
Famalo.
There we go.
They want to keep the run game of Miller and Labram under control, which we're going to see right here how that works. And, a little quarterback keeper, a little pitch out the side.
That one completed the chase pass in there.
And then Coach said, don't give up big plays. One of my favorite parts of doing Union football through our great coverage here at VTV is don't give up big plays. They always, the Cougars, they provide big plays.
Coach Famalo, the head coach, he's also the defensive coordinator for the Spartans. Second year coaching the team. And so, yeah.
Gain of about one there on the out to the flat pass. And then his last thing was have efficient drives that turn into points. So, it's fun to have those big, long drives, but if they don't turn into points, there's no point. Was that well said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. 4-3 defense here, and it's a screen pattern. Or screen, looked like a bubble screen almost.
Yeah, it was, and looked like it was going to work out well and get some yards, but the pass was a little short to Gage Roberts. So
almost
they're going to punt this one, huh?
Almost looked like the defenders almost got a hand on that. The ball wasn't thrown very high. Chase Lang comes out to punt this one away. Back to receive for the Spartans. Trying to get a number. That's number 10 there.
And number 4.
So Wilson and I don't have a number 10. You got a number 10? Let's see. Look down further. Maybe he's a freshman. Nope. Maybe. Maybe. I doubt he's a freshman.
I doubt it too.
We got a number 10 out there that we don't know who it is.
Let's see. I got another sheet here. Maybe it's on the other sheet.
But
no numbers.
So Emery last year they ran the triple option. This year they come in with a different offense. They're running a spread offense, as you can see. They do a lot of fakes. They bring a guy in motion. They'll fake it to him. Instead, we get a false start here.
They forgot to snap the ball. Everybody went on that one. No. I'm not sure if that was the center or everybody else.
Well, the Cougars go 3 and out, and so you can see Emery's keys to the game working so far. And now Emery comes out, commits a penalty, and they're going to go 1st and 15.
And 1st and 15 isn't bad if you make 15 yards, but it's a nightmare in about 2 downs when it's 3rd and 15.
So Emery going to fake the pass there, and they're going to just do a little screen over the middle to Wilson.
Wilson's tough to bring down. It took a whole gang of Union Cougars.
Well, Wilson's one of their only seniors. They only have a few seniors on the team, and he is one of them.
So they're obviously going to rely on him, and I like that play. You know, it's just kind of slow and let it happen, let it build, and you see the quarterback just taking his time there.
Well, they get 4 out of it. So, 2nd and 11.
So
as again, Stilson in the gun, brings Wilson in motion. Going to fake it to Ranson and across to just a quick slant to Wilson, and Wilson's going to pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, they're going to rely on that heavily. So, you know what happens there often, Mark, is you see that, and then the Cougars learn how to defend it. So it'll take a minute, and they'll get that defended, and then it's what's your next weapon. Well,
Cougars looking like they've got a 5-man front here. A 5-man front, and Jensen is he's a tough running back for the Spartans. Jensen just a junior, along with the quarterback Stilson in the backfield there, as he brings Gordon in motion and gives it to Gordon around the left side.
And you see Stilson, he's pretty big kid. Looks like he's on stilts almost. He's a big,
he is. He's a tall kid, and that's Burchell on the tackle, wraps him up, and I love the wrap up there by Burchell. The Cougars have gotten better with their tackling in the last couple of weeks, and I want to say, you know, last week against Judge Memorial, they're wrapping up well. They're holding on instead of trying to make that big hit. You know,
said you talked to Coach, and they came out and practiced hard since then too. They just seem to have a change.
You know, big change after the Grantsville loss. They came out sluggish against Carbon. That's Gordon across the middle, makes the nice catch.
And, you know, Stilson, he's just kind of calm. He just sits back there and takes his time and lets this play happen.
Well, that was
his demeanor.
It was a high ball. You notice how it was fairly high. Gordon had to reach for it. It was out of the hands of any Cougar, and Gordon made a nice catch. That one's tough to defend.
A very nice catch.
So Spartans getting into Cougar territory.
Just another 1st down, you know, and that's what they kind of the keys to the game for them is now sustain these but get points at the end of them. So
another pass out there to Gordon.
And he just kept getting little bits of it. You know, it looked like he was going to get about 3 and ended up with about 6. Hey, we'd like to thank one of our sponsors, L&L Motors is the #1 new car dealer in the Basin. Visit our new Buick GMC full-service store in Bernal.
Yeah, we appreciate all the sponsors that give us an opportunity to bring you live coverage of high school sports here in the Basin, right here on VTV. As Stilson again in the gun. Got dual receivers to both sides. Again, a pass to, that's Wilson.
And Wilson, pretty good run after.
Burchell able to run him down.
Burchell just getting him down, you know, maybe 4 or 5 yards before the end zone. And that same play. Again, they'll get that defended, but they can't give up too many points before they figure it out.
See if we can get a replay on that one. Maybe after. And, you know, there's another thing about this Emery team. Their linemen aren't huge. You know, they've got a couple of guys there, 160 pounds, 180 pounds. They're not big dudes.
Right there.
Tavita Kafusi making a huge stop on Jensen.
That was a big stop. You know, a big important thing. It says, hey, we're in the red zone. We're going to limit you right now.
Yeah, Emery's come down. They've passed. They've been able to drive the field, and now all of a sudden Cougars make a good play there. It'll be 2nd and goal from about the 7-yard line there. Again, if you're just joining us, it's Union Cougars hosting the Emery Spartans tonight in this senior night. Final.
Had all the seniors go out for the coin flip. That was kind of a good gesture, I thought. And there is a, boy.
Fakes it to Jensen, and then he's rolling out. He just gets hammered by the Cougars.
And he just dumps it. You know, that no flag, no problems. Everybody's happy. That's a great decision from a young quarterback.
Yeah. Yeah, the junior quarterback just tries to throw it. Old Stilson,
And I like the Cougars saying, no, you know, we gave up some yardage, but we are going to put a wall up right now, and it's going to be hard for you.
Yeah, this defensive line They had a 5-man front. They go with a 4-man front here with 4 linebackers.
Same shotgun, same spread offense for Emery.
Stilson in the gun, rolls right. He's trying to connect, and he does with Snow. It's going to be a touchdown.
That pass is working well for Emery tonight.
Jared Snow, another senior for the team, making the catch. Was there a penalty?
I don't believe so.
Oh,
they're
okay.
Going for the extra point.
So they put, so Emery goes up first, 6-0 on the Cougars, and they will try for the extra point here.
You know, it's an interesting decision to have your quarterback, also your holder for your kicks.
Well, it's
you don't want to kick his hand, but he can make a fake. It's kind of that.
At the same time, if you want to fake it, or
problems,
or if there's a problem, he can roll out, maybe find a guy and complete a pass.
Sure.
So Emery up 7-0 against the Cougars here in the first quarter.
Hey, Strata Networks is proud to bring you live coverage of local sports. Enjoy reliable coverage and unbeatable speeds from the company that brings you more local cell sites than any other carrier. Nationwide 4G LTE coverage and the latest devices from your favorite brands. Strata Networks is proud to be your local wireless provider. Right now, get a 4G smartphone for $0 down and upgrade in as early as 1 year with Strata Plus. Learn more at stratanetworks.com.
And so the Cougars, after going 3 and out, punted it away to Emery. Emery drives the field, scores. The Cougars will.
And when you say drive the field, you mean they just passed it on down the field. Every time they ran, they got stopped, but the pass. So I think, the Cougars need to figure out how to defend that pass.
Something interesting too is Coach Famalo. He said that there's still going to be a run-first team, but watching that first drive, did you see a whole lot of running?
Anything they ran, they got stopped. So
and that's the Cougars. They ain't going to be a run-first team against the Cougars, I guess is what they said there. Burchell making that catch at the 10.
And he's got good blocking up front on a couple. Oh, and he does get around it all. Good blocking.
Across the 40, and he picks up his blockers, and he's across the 50. Makes a spin move. Finally.
And a great run back.
Pulled down, but he's into Spartan territory.
You got to know that oftentimes you start on the 35, 36-yard line. Well, they are.
Yeah.
Just Emery's 35-yard line, 36-yard line. That is a great run. And it was the blocking. I mean, he had blocking.
He had blocking the whole time. I mean, he just continued to follow his blockers downfield, and it was finally a Spartan that come up from behind him and drug him down as the Cougars in trips left. Lincoln in the gun.
And
fakes it to Miller, and he takes it up the middle, and again, he's following his blockers.
And the ball comes out, but the ground knocked it out, so nothing doing there.
Picks up at about 7 yards there on that play.
Yeah, he did, and I like that decision to keep it. He does a good job of deception there.
Well, and that's one thing Emery said, the key to the game, stopping Miller and Labrum.
Yeah, because you don't know which one of them's running, so you got to stop them both every time.
Again, trips left for the Cougars. Yes, he will drop back to pass. Now he'll roll to his right, and he's got Berlin. Berlin gets the first down.
Oodles of time. He had all the time in the world to make that pass happen.
That was a great finding his receiver, too. Berlin doing a little out pattern there after kind of scrambling around. What he had wasn't there, and he rolls, or Labrum rolls to the right, and Berlin able to get open.
Labrum all on his own, and he's got five wide, 3 on the left and 2 on the right. Let's see what happens here.
5 receivers, and he's going to keep it.
He was going to run it. I almost said that.
Can't get away from the defenders, though. The defenders,
they kind of saw it coming, didn't they?
They did.
Maybe rushed it just a little bit too, just a little anxious because it's a different kind of play.
Those. And I don't necessarily like that decision. I like a drop back, look for a receiver first, and then you let the defenders kind of scatter, right?
Yeah, and if they blitz in, you just dump it, and that's why I say maybe he was a little quick.
They're going to give it to Miller this time. Miller picking up his blockers.
He does a great job at the end to get a couple extra yards there before going down.
But it'll still be 3rd and 9 now for the Cougars. Not quite into the end zone, or into the red zone. There we go. Right. That's not red zone.
Just behind the red zone.
Just behind it.
I don't know. That ball is touching the line, so maybe it is. So there's a little confusion out there right now. Everyone's kind of telling secrets, and
I'm not sure what's going on. Dual receivers to both sides as Labrum in the gun.
They're going to,
they got a guy to jump.
Got it. They did.
That'll give them 5. Hey, that's not bad. You go 3rd and 4 instead of 3rd and 9, right?
So that does make it a little different. Now they're in the red zone.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's good. That's good football. That's good high school football. Go hard count and leave everybody there and see if you can't get something out of it. Do it again. Put that pressure on, and Emery's just anxious to get a stop here.
Across the middle, and the pass into the hands of Robertson. He is hit. I think that's what probably caused the ball to come loose, and they're going to bring on the field goal team.
And I think that's a decent decision right here. Go get yourself 3 points and make your kicker feel good. So late in the game when you need him, you've got him. It's one of those spots, though. It's
going to be about a 31-yard field goal. He's kicked a couple of field goals this year and hit them both. One from 39, one from 40. This one from 31. Kicks up.
Just as confident as could be.
And it's good. So the Cougars get on the board with 3 there from Chase Lang.
In our small community, something big is happening. Strata's fiber network is connecting thousands of locations in the basin, bringing internet speeds now as fast as 1 gig. Delivered across the fastest technology available, Gig Internet has the speed and power equal to 1,000 megabits per second. For more streaming, more sharing, more connected devices, and more possibilities. It's internet fast enough for your life. Get your gig today from Strata Networks. We connect lives.
Being there to see the sunset, only to see it rise. Your friends, your family, and being around those who matter most. Visiting new places and trying new things. The road trips or the camping trips. The times you'll remember and the places you'll go back to. Let each mile bring you closer to the moments that matter. L&L Motor. People you know. People who care.
Hey you, with a drink and popcorn waiting for the movie. It's the moment you've waited all year for. The Corn Maze is open again in Bluebell. Bluebell! Your favorite fall activities in one place. There's a pumpkin patch, kettle corn, goats, pumpkin cannons, spooky trails. There's just too much to list. So go to www.bluebellcornmaze.com or look up Bluebell Corn Maze on Facebook. Head to the Corn Maze at Water Hollow Ranch, located in Bluebell, where getting lost means finding fun.
Founded in 1946 by the Savage family with a single truck Today, Savage is the leader in supply chain management solutions that are tailored to meet the needs of our customers across a variety of industries. We are a proud sponsor of high school sports coverage and the community here in the Uinta Basin.
Some of the most important diagnostic tools in medicine today are in the radiology department. At Ashley Regional Medical Center, there are many modalities to choose from: CAT scans, nuclear medicine, MRI, 4D ultrasound, digital mammography, bone density scanning, and a totally digital format. The technicians at Ashley Regional are highly trained and are well known for their great customer service skills. If you need an x-ray of any kind, ask your physician to send you to Ashley Regional Medical Center for quality results.
Welcome back to Union High School. I think we got our technical difficulties
I can
down.
hear you now.
There we go. All we missed there is Union kicked the ball off after their field goal, and Emery ran it back about 10, 12 yards, and here we go, 1st and 10 on the 22.
Yeah, Stilson brings Wilson in motion and then passes it to Wilson.
A good open field tackle. Not bad. Who was that?
That was Burchell making the stop there.
I like that tackle.
That's a tough one as he comes in and Wilson leaves his feet. Try to get a wrap up there.
Somebody needs to just be assigned right there. I don't know if they can see that on the screen there, but it is 7-3 tonight so far.
Currently,
at this moment.
Stilson in the gun. He's got Jensen lined up behind him. He's going to give to Jensen. Jensen finding some blocking, and he'll pick up 8 yards there.
And he turned the afterburners on. He hit that line of scrimmage and wham, he just picked up 6-7 yards before anyone was even aware he was running the ball.
You know, for them talking about having not such a big line, that lineman opened up a nice hole there for Jensen.
And Stilson's always got time.
Yeah, he's had pretty good time in the in the pocket. So
there's not much pressure on him right now. Cougars need to put a little pressure on him.
Stilson getting it out there to Gordon. Gordon making the catch and the run afterwards. He's got the first down. It's Rohr and Neberker that wrap him up there.
Finally get him about 6-7 yards outside of the first down. So Spartans moving the chains again. You know, one of the things that
up to their own 49-yard line.
We haven't seen a single turnover yet tonight either. So that's one of the big difference makers in a high school football game, is keeping those turnovers down or maximizing when you do get one.
Yeah, ball control. You know, you hold on to the ball and then making smart decisions with our quarterback as he goes to Jensen. Jensen's going to roll, and now he throws it back across the field, makes a nice completion, and look at that hit by Roberts.
Roberts lays him out, and Spartans don't care, just take a big breath, and here you go.
Good catch by Bowman, number 5 there. But Jensen throwing it across his body here. Look at him throw it across. Well, I guess he kind of stops there. Bowman makes a nice grab. He hangs on to it.
Kind of throws him the hospital ball is what I'd call that one.
Hospital. You kind of
jump up and just wait there in the air for a minute until someone hits you.
Yeah.
But while you're doing it, please catch.
So it'll be 2nd and short, and they give to Jensen. He's got the first as the Cougars, again, struggling on defense to stop the Spartans.
They're almost playing that nervous, let's not let them get us a big play on us, and they're just tentative. They're not attacking it very hard right now. So that needs to change. And they're very strong offensively, and they just need to put a little pressure on him, or the quarterback right now.
Yeah, so.
And anyone watching from Emery's saying, hey, no, they don't.
Well, Emery now 1st and 10 here. Stilson drops back.
There's a little more pressure.
And he gets a little pressure, and he loses the ball. That's Hyder.
Not sure who came up with it.
It looked like a Spartan lineman jumped on it, but I couldn't tell.
At first it looked like Union had it, and then the Spartan jumped on it as well. They're going to call it 2nd down. So here you see on the L&L replay, the ball comes out on the sack, and
you watch number 72, A.C. Reeve jumps in there.
Oh, and he
took it away from Latui.
That was a good battle underneath there at the pile.
But it makes it a 2nd down and 17 now for the Spartans.
So again, that pressure is what made the difference there. So let's see if the Cougars bring that pressure again, and they do.
And there's Hyder making the hurry But he releases it. He gets it to Jensen. Jensen makes him the move afterwards. He gets a few.
He does get a few yards afterwards.
It'll be 3rd and long still. And the Cougars have missed Hyder. He missed a few games, and the Cougars enjoying having him back, you can see. As, again, look at Hyder come right in there, pressuring Stilson. Stilson quickly, he knows exactly where he's going there, releases it to Jensen, and Jensen trying to make the play afterwards. But, again, Cougar defenders all over the place. Cougars looking a little more aggressive here now. As Gordon in motion, number 11 there.
A little patience here from the Spartans.
Yeah, he's going to come back across, and do we got a timeout?
We're going to take one as well. We'll be right back.
Founded in 1946 by the Savage family with a single truck, today, Savage is the leader in supply chain management solutions that are tailored to meet the needs of our customers across a variety of industries. We are a proud sponsor of high school sports coverage and the community here in the Uinta Basin.
Welcome back to Union High School. Spartans making a little bit of a comeback here on this play after the sack and fumble recovery.
Stilson
More
on
pressure,
3rd and
more
long.
pressure. He just scrambles out of it and throws it way deep. And an early hit. He just.
Well, Brinkerhoff came in and he hit the receiver before the receiver made the catch, and legitimate call.
It is a legitimate call, but that's just brutal.
That's tough, especially when you got him 3rd and long. And look at this.
Scrambling out of it.
I mean, the Cougars, they blitzed some linebackers, unable to get a hold of Stilson. He's wiry. Very wiry. And, in fact, that's exactly what the coach said. But you can see as Brinkerhoff comes in there, makes contact with the receiver before the ball's there.
And Brinkerhoff just didn't know to look up. You know, it's like, how
that's
could
the thing. He could have turned around and probably
caught it.
Got a hand on it at least.
So that's going to give.
Yeah, that's a painful
first
one.
Down.
15-yard penalty there.
On a 3rd and long. But, you know, it's better than getting it caught, too. So, in the end.
That, too.
It's not so bad on Brinkerhoff's part. Let's see if the defense can hold still.
Well, again, Cougars going with a 3-man front, but watch that linebacker blitzing there. Hyder comes in. They get Jensen. Jensen only picks up a couple. Rance Jensen, a junior for the Spartans. In fact, but you saw that quarterback, how wiry. That's exactly what the coach calls him. He's wiry. And, boy, more like slimy. Slithery. Can we use the term slither?
Slither is a little nicer than slime.
Slimy,
yeah, like the Ghostbusters want to come and store him up.
He's sneaky, very, very sneaky. Hey, I got a quick update, too. Altamont currently, they're playing Layton Christian tonight, an early game. I'm guessing it's not one that's under the lights as they complete this one to Wilson.
And you got an update. How's the game?
Not looking good.
Dang, I had high hopes for Altamont right there. And there's a flag in the backfield. Likely that's going to be holding and pull this pass back.
Altamont, actually, that game is now over. It was in the 4th quarter when we started. And Altamont loses against Layton Christian 32-8. But another one in the Basin, Duchesne and Rich in the 1st quarter. Duchesne up on Rich 7-0 right now.
So that penalty goes against the Cougars, not holding not a defensive holding.
Did you see what the penalty actually was there?
Some kind of a personal foul. Maybe there was a face mask or something. I'm not sure.
Do you want another update out of the Basin?
We like the updates that you give us. Go ahead.
You want a Basin update?
Let's hear it.
I'm trying to find. Oh, there we go. Orem and Uinta in the 1st quarter. Orem up 7-0 right now on Uinta. So on 1st and goal, Stilson gets rid of it.
And he does.
How about that catch and that throw and catch?
Well, and then beyond that.
They do stop him.
but barely, and it's only because the whistle blew. He was going to get in there without the whistle.
Well, the thing is that Stilson getting chased down, usually you throw that one short just from inexperience, but he gets it to Gordon. I mean, he throws that extra oomph on the ball to get it there, and that's gonna do it for us for 1 quarter of play. End of the first there. The Cougars down 7-3 against the Spartans.
We'll be right back.
And the other moms who donate so much of their time.
In our small community, something big is happening. Strata's fiber network is connecting thousands of locations in the basin, bringing internet speeds now as fast as 1 gig. Delivered across the fastest technology available, gig internet has the speed and power equal to 1,000 megabits per second. For more streaming, more sharing, more connected devices, and more possibilities. It's internet fast enough for your life. Get your gig today from Strata Networks. We connect lives.
Being there to see the sunset, only to see it rise. Your friends, your family, and being around those who matter most. Visiting new places and trying new things. The road trips or the camping trips. The times you'll remember and the places you'll go back to. Let each mile bring you closer to the moments that matter. L&L Motor. People you know. People who care.
Welcome back to Union High School.
And Emery going to go with a just triple option of some sort, and they give it to Wilson. He gets in pretty easily there. So Emery going to try to go up 14-3 on the Cougars here.
Just seemed to be unable to get anything stopped on Emery. Emery's just rolling, you know. Even when the fumble goes, they end up with the ball back. And
well, and the
penalty
the penalty that Cougars had him stopped there, and instead the penalty. Boy, that kickoff.
Just barely went through.
Was that a bullet through there?
It was. He kind of like sliced, duck hooked that thing.
There's Bertosh. He's up in the lift there. He could have taken that one in the head. Taking out the lift. Some other updates in the region, and two teams that Cougars would like to see lose the game because then it would help them in the playoffs is Morgan. Morgan currently beating Carbon 12-7, and Grantsville over Judge Memorial 14-0. Both those in the first quarter.
Well, all right. Moon Lake Electric, owned by the people they serve. Moon Lake is a cooperative, not privately owned, providing power to the area since 1938. Find and like them on Facebook.
Found and liked.
Well done.
Cougars will receive this one. Back to receive, it's Chase Burchell and Gage Roberts. Burchell back deep. As there's the kick.
Oh, and it just a line drive on the ground with a bad hop, and Union struggling to pick it up.
Burchell get back to his own 20 there.
Yeah, they're lucky to have it there.
That's a hard one, you know. You want to get the blocking set up, get a nice return, and instead they can't get the ball. It's bouncing all over the place.
You know, that's not a bad way to kick a football. You know, if it happens to bounce right up into the guy's chest, you know, maybe you lose some yardage. But
well, when you've got a returner that is deadly, yeah, that's definitely how you want to kick the ball.
Either that or just right out the back of the end zone. That kind of works too.
But that one, that's kind of the same, right? Yeah.
I don't. Yeah.
Cougars going to go with trips right.
Labrum kind of running the show here. Going to be a little patient. Got something up his sleeve.
Oh, they're going to call Miller with false start.
You could just sense it though. Like there was something going on there. And was it a timeout?
Oh, maybe it was
a
timeout
from Emery. Hey,
oh,
we're going to take this timeout as well. They weren't quite ready. Apparently, neither are we.
Hey, you, with a drink and popcorn waiting for the movie. It's the moment you've waited all year for. The corn maze is open again in Bluebell. Bluebell! Your favorite fall activities in one place. There's a pumpkin patch, kettle corn, goats, pumpkin cannons, spooky trails. There's just too much to list. So go to www.bluebellcornmaze.com or look up Bluebell Corn Maze on Facebook. Head to the Corn Maze at Water Hollow Ranch, located in Bluebell, where getting lost means finding fun.
Welcome back to Union High School. The play you just missed, Labram on the quarterback keeper got about 30 yards.
30?
He did about 30 yards east or west to east. He didn't get going north. So
we'll give you a quick replay on this one.
See the replay. See, straight. Oh, another 10. Oh, there we go. Well, maybe only 20 yards, but.
And he picks up 2 in the.
In the overall, and that 2.
And a nice little run there by Jerem Miller. Maybe we're going to have to give you a replay on that one.
Replay as well. Here we go with the L&L replay.
Oh, they're going hurry up.
Oh,
we don't have time.
Look at this.
No time.
I like it. I like the hurry up.
And this is an interesting play. I've only seen the Cougars run this one where they've got the receivers running back to right behind each other.
Oh, and he's going to break it the whole way. He's going the distance.
Well.
Oh, that is a fast number 32 against a number 32.
Miller, and that's Jensen with the tackle. Miller has great acceleration, and you see, watch him as he hits this hole, finding the hole, and now he just pushes it. But he doesn't have great top speed as Jensen's able to catch him and pull him down.
Jensen with some power legs going there, but nice run there.
And again, they're going to give to Miller, and he's picking up big yardage. Miller
just going up and over the top that time.
Well, very agile. Miller's his agility is just great. I mean, he keeps his feet. He does well through the hole. He breaks some tackles, avoids the stupid arm tackles, I guess you could call them, right?
Yeah, and he does a great job of just bouncing right back up. There's Labram
this time, Labram.
And a cut back for a touchdown.
So the Cougars get in for their first touchdown of the game. And they've got an opportunity to make it 10 here.
So keep track of that one in your mind in case it makes the L&L Monster replays on the sports spin next week. We might call that one the cutback.
The cutback?
The cutback. That was
the keeper.
The keeper cutback. I liked it. I liked it a lot, Labram. Well done. So, again, I think the Cougars are so good on the offensive end, and it's just hard to see.
Nebeker to hold, and Lang kicks that one through the uprights. And the Cougars, 10. Emery, 14. We're going to go to a quick break.
Some of the most important diagnostic tools in medicine today are in the radiology department. At Ashley Regional Medical Center, there are many modalities to choose from: CAT scans, nuclear medicine, MRI, 4D ultrasound, digital mammography, bone density scanning, and a totally digital format. The technicians at Ashley Regional are highly trained and are well known for their great customer service skills. If you need an x-ray of any kind, ask your physician to send you to Ashley Regional Medical Center for quality results.
And we're back at Union High School, where the Cougars just did a great job with a little quarterback keeper and a cutback from Labram to make their 6 points, and then they finished it off with the extra point. And now they got some kind of group hug going on out there, getting ready to kick the ball.
That's their pre-kick ritual. Cougars 10, Emery 14. Here in tonight's contest, the game of the week, right here on VTV, Channel 6. Big thanks to all of our sponsors, too, as Miller boots this one. Going to land about the 16-yard line. 16-yard line. I want to say that was Wilson, but I couldn't really make out a number there of who.
And he does a good job of running that back up, getting nearly to the 40-yard line. So here you'll see on the L&L replay as he gets it back, but we won't see it because our monitor's not working right now.
Yeah,
so we're not really sure if they're getting the L&L.
We're having a few IT problems here.
The Savage family founded the company in 1946 with a single truck hauling coal and timber in Utah. Today they are the leader in supply chain management solutions that are tailored to meet the needs of their customers across a variety of industries, including electric power generation, coal production, oil refining, railroad, chemical, oil field, downhole service, and other industries.
And that is Jensen with the carry. He gets 1. The Cougar defensive line making a nice stop there. Linebackers coming in.
Yeah,
see Roar in on it.
Nothing doing, so look to see them passing again. They tend to run, and then they hit it. That next play tends to be a pass.
Well, they've been very successful through the air. The Spartans have been able to attack the Cougars through the air, and no problem there. But on the run, not a whole lot going as the Cougars defensively have been able to shut down the run game. Stilson in the gun, and he does go through the air. This one,
God, it looked like it went off the referee's head.
I'd love to see a replay of that one, but
so,
again,
maybe our fans can see it.
Hopefully, you can see that replay. It went off somebody's helmet.
Yeah, that was interesting. So now it's 3rd and 9. Spartans definitely going to throw this one.
Coming back to the line of scrimmage, 3rd and 9. They're going to go with 2 receivers here to this near side. Stilson with the snap. And it's across the middle to Gordon, and Gordon just drops it.
Yeah, it's in his hands, and he lets that one go instead of brings it in.
Yeah, that's one you got to bring that in. You definitely got to bring that in.
Stickman is proud to sponsor VTV's live coverage of Uinta Basin High School football.
You know, along with Sunbelt Rentals, and Sunbelt, of course, giving us those lifts. Nice to use.
Yeah, without those, we couldn't bring the good aerial views of the game.
So Emery will punt, and back to receive. It is Lincoln Labrum. He's going to call fair catch there at the 27-yard line.
Good decision. Oh, he punched him in the back of the head. They got to throw the flag on that.
What? I never saw nothing.
Yeah, and you won't see that right here, but as they got done, Roberts was just kind of pushing against the Spartan, and Roberts turned around like, okay, it's over, and the guy just punches him in the back.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
You know, I think had he pushed him and made him go forward, they call something. But since he just punched him, no big deal, I guess.
Well, so the Cougars going to be back on the field offensively. And defensively, again, the head coach is your defensive coordinator for Emery. They only had two returning defensive starters. As they give to Miller. Miller picking up a few there for the Cougars.
A few, meaning you got like 3 yards?
A few what?
A few yards, 3 yards?
A few yards. I see please wait. What does that mean? Do we I'd love to have some something on this monitor. As Labrum drops back, he's got plenty of time now, delivering this one across the middle. Incomplete, intended for Burchell.
And Burchell has that one in his hands, very similar to the last play the Spartans had.
Bowman
just couldn't quite pull it in.
Defending there. As Cougars wait for the play to come in here, it'll be 3rd and 7.
And they're going to make a decision.
I'm trying to fix IT here.
It's all right. Don't worry about it.
Sorry, John.
Here we go.
Tell me
and
what
you
happens.
See Labrum rolling out, and he throws it. Oh, he rolls the opposite of his passing arm and does a great job and hits number 17.
That is Easton Roar making the catch.
Roar with a great catch right there.
So 1st down for the Cougars. And they'll keep the ball, keep going.
Yeah, that was a big.
Making it to midfield here.
That was not quite, but that was a big 3rd and long. We got an official timeout. And here we go. They're going to let the play go now. The Cougars are rushing it so much, they're trying to get things going before the Spartans are ready.
Cougars with dual receivers to both sides. Labrum in the gun. He's going to give it to Miller. Miller finds a hole.
Miller zigzagging everywhere.
How about the nice move?
And blocking comes in. And again.
Huge block by Easton Roar there towards the end. And Miller just getting pushed out of bounds.
Just barely at the end, getting stopped by number 80. That's Jared Snow. Without Jared, that's a touchdown, but that's a heck of a good blocking setup for.
Well, how about the zigzag? Like you said, the zigzag, the movement by Miller through his blocking there.
Labor's going to go to Miller
and
again. I would too. And he
Miller,
spins into the end zone for a touchdown this time.
Cougars are going to go up 16-14. We'll see if they can add one here.
They got the offense rolling now.
Yeah, they do.
I believe that you're watching that on the L&L Monster or the L&L Motor replay. Of course, I often say the L&L Monster replay because of the sports spin. Seen on Thursday nights at 6.
Miller was actually last week's
Water Hollow player of the game.
Yeah, our Mays Water Hollow Ranch player of the game. And our athlete of the game, or athlete of the week, actually. And so he's having another big night tonight.
But they did not get the extra point there. And
not only that, but Miller defensively is also out there, a linebacker.
Well, all right. As the teams go to their sidelines and talk a little bit about this next kickoff for the Cougars with 8.5 left. We got us a football game here tonight.
You know, and Emery was picked to finish 5th in the region, which is just right ahead of Carbon, and that's kind of where they're sitting right now. Second-year coach, Coach Famalo, changing the offense for Emery, and you've seen that tonight, their spread offense here. Only 3 returning starters, 1 on the offense and 2 on the defensive side, and actually one of them is one is one player. He started both ways last year, and that's Gordon.
Okay.
Gordon, number 11. And we've seen him tonight. He's made some good grabs at receiver, and defensively, he's been in a lot of those plays.
Yeah, and as you bring up the maze at Water Hollow Ranch, you wonder, Miller's looking pretty good out there. Labram's looking pretty good.
Again.
The two that the Spartans were worried about.
As Miller kicks this one. This one going to go through the back of the end zone. Nice touchback there.
It's in the end zone, a touchback for Miller.
Miller feeling good about that one, too.
So, as the Cougars are looking at their playing great defense, you know, they didn't start out with very good defense tonight. But scoring in the red zone, they have done.
And they're getting better at the defense. They got a great stop last time and slowed down the Spartan roll. And here we are with a nice, tight football game.
It's a close game.
16-14. So that field goal made a big difference at this point.
So Stilson's going to bring Gordon in motion.
And
fakes it to him, and he
just runs into
runs into a wall,
Cougar and just gets stopped. It's almost like he's...
Is that Brigg? I think that's Edwards. Edwards with the stop.
It's almost like he's just skinny and not full of muscles or anything, you know. But he's a kid, and he's full of muscles. He's just a little smaller than the guy he ran into, I think.
He ran into Brick Edwards.
Okay, there you go. That's what it was.
A Brick, right? I mean, I just renamed him.
No, that's a good name. I like it. Brick Edwards. He looked just like running into a brick.
The Brick.
Stilson again in the back. A little low on the snap. He doesn't care.
Pass intended for Gordon, but that one is too long.
A little more pressure coming from the Cougars now, too, and I think that was something they were missing. They were giving him all day long. They weren't the Spartans weren't necessarily earning that time. The Cougars were giving it to them.
Well, and you do have to look at some of those penalties in the first quarter, too, the Cougars gave up that kept Spartans' drive alive. It'll be 3rd and 10 now for the Spartans from their own 20. Cougars with a 4-3 defense. Playing middle linebacker there. That is Easton Rohr as Stilson drops back. Throw.
And it's caught and run.
Look at Bowman go. Bowman making a big catch and a run afterwards. He picks up 26.
So a big, huge second down there for the Spartans.
Well, crucial 3rd down conversion for them.
Was that 3rd down?
3rd down, yeah. Yeah, they would have punted it definitely after that. Cougars not able to make the stop. That can change a ball game right there.
It does make a difference. You know, you feel like, we got him, and then it just doesn't go your way. But we'll see what happens this down.
Stilson brings Bowman in motion, and he keeps it himself.
Stilson fakes the handoff, keeps it, goes up the middle.
He slipped off tacklers again. The wiry.
Slime. I like you calling him slimy.
Well, that kind of sounds like he's a dirtbag.
No,
Go slithery.
when you think of slime, you got to think of like Ghostbusters. You know, just that nasty slime is just you don't want to catch something there. But
it's
that
wiry.
That wasn't Stinson in there.
Stilson?
It was Stilson. Sorry, I don't know.
Was it not Stilson?
No, it wasn't. It was number 11.
Oh, it was Gordon.
I swear it was Gordon running that.
Could have been. Could have been. Gordon. Gordon again, one of the tougher runners as Stilson drops back, but he is getting blitzed.
And he just lobs it up there.
Tavita Kafusi coming in there, making sure that Wilson not going anywhere.
Wilson catches the medicine ball.
He does.
Medicine ball, hospital ball.
Let's call it the hospital ball.
Either way, just a blooper up there. Gonna get him killed.
Well, he had to go after it. He had to run after it. He didn't have to. He didn't jump for it.
Okay.
Luckily.
Yeah.
But either way,
he got hammered after the fact.
Kafusi creamed him out of bounds. It'll be third down. So another important third down conversion.
Yeah, this one's bigger than the last one.
Either for the Spartans, Cougars can stop this and take over on offense and score before half, make it a 2-score game.
And
Stilson.
The patience of Stilson, and he gets
again
laid out.
It makes the grab. That is that's Wilson there.
Boy, and he got laid out. I don't know if you get to see that on the L&L replay.
Good tackle there by Labrum.
And
Stilson is very patient back there, and he's collective. He's
is.
Calm and collective. He sees those guys coming in, and what does he do?
Just waits
he
and
still
throws
delivers the ball. He's scrambling out of there, whatever. Maybe he's on his heels, and he still throws a good ball. And surprising, you know, that's one of those things. As a junior,
he's a good quarterback.
He's doing a decent job tonight as he gives to Jensen. Jensen going to get a few yards there.
He does. He takes the whole line with him, but that's number 69 on the Spartans pushing everybody forward. Pretty big boy.
Yeah, they do have some big kids. They do have some smaller linemen, but they've got some big guys there.
Drake Hoffman, number 69.
He is a big boy.
Doesn't get a lot of credit, but he earned those 3 yards. Helping his
Cougars staying with the 4-man front. That's Colby Gurr, Loney Latui. Well, let's see, Percival and I think Brig Edwards out there on the defensive line. As this one's to
pass.
Easton Gordon, and Gordon
almost doesn't get tackled.
That's a great wrap-up by Roberts.
Roberts does a good job to keep him contained and keep him back, and he gets
holds on to him.
Gets a couple yards on forward progression, but he got pushed back 4 or 5 by Roberts.
Well, and the hit doesn't take Gordon down, and that's what you'll see mistakes in high school football. A lot of times these kids hit him and expect him to go down. He hits him, but he wraps him up and hangs on to him. He didn't drop him down. You're not going to be able to drop a style player of Gordon. He's good. He'll stay on his feet. But this will bring up 3rd and 6. Cougars going almost in a nickel, but is that a offsides against the Cougars?
It was.
Against the Cougars.
False. It is against the Cougars. Emery thinks it's against them. They're backing up. Or were they just huddling?
Not really sure, but.
So it'll be 3rd and short now.
So how many 3rd down conversions are they going to get in a row here? That penalty's a killer if this one is short yardage gain.
Yeah, we'll see what the Spartans go with here. Run game. The Cougars have been able to stop
a lot of it, but
they come in tight for this triple option, and they give up the middle
and nothing
to Gordon.
Gordon's
going to get a few. It'll be 4th down, though.
It's very close. Very, very close.
They may measure. Looks like they're going to measure. Nope, they're going to give it to him. 1st down.
Boy, that was awfully close. And, you know, those officials are right down there, right on that line. You got to give them the credit. They can see what's going on there.
So 1st down, and Emery continues to move the ball here. And you start seeing that extra, hey, we got coverage back. We got a little.
So for anybody that's listening to us and wondering what the heck we're talking about, up here we've got a TV screen that we got to watch that went blank for the last few minutes on the.
Oh, it's nice to be able to see some of those replays.
It's nice to be able to,
Wilson in motion. Stilson will fake it, and he's going to go to Wilson. Wilson trying to make the grab, and it's Brinkerhoff with the hit.
And I like that play. Wilson just does a good job of running down the line, and when it's hiked, he just straight downfield. We've got about 3 minutes and 40 seconds left in this game.
Oh, yeah, our monitors there not correct.
That's okay.
We're going to see a quick replay.
Yeah,
as you
love
see,
it.
Wilson goes in motion, goes out, the ball up.
And look how well that's thrown. I
Well,
mean, it is just
and you notice
out of the
Burchill
reach.
going up for the ball, can't get it. Is it Jensen now is going to take this one right side sweep.
Yeah, big sweep, and again, he got like 40 yards, but all sideways.
Labrum, it's like Labrum and roar in on that play, along with Harding.
Just another third down for the Spartans. I believe that's 4 or 5 in a row that they've converted. So see if the Cougars can get one stopped, or if the Spartans can keep going with their conversions.
Yeah, they've had. Is this going to be their third down?
1, 2, 3. I think this would be 4 if they make this one.
So this is their fourth third down
in a row.
And they've completed obviously the previous 3. So Stilson in the gun. Dual receivers to both sides. And he's going to go deep to Snow.
And it's
out of bounds.
Thrown out of bounds.
So out of bounds, and Brinkerhoff there to defend, and so they're going to go with, it'll be 4th down. I imagine they're going to go for this.
Yeah, they've got to go for this one.
I don't know if they're going to bring in their kicking squad. They are going to bring in the kicker. And it's number 90. It's Brock Winter. And that is his sole, I'm guessing the kid's a soccer player.
He looks like it.
I think he's even got soccer shoes.
He does have a soccer kicking boot.
So this is a 45-yarder. It's up. It doesn't look like it's going to be long enough.
Just short.
So no good. It wasn't. Yeah, not. You'd think a soccer player should get that. Should be a chip shot for him, right?
It's not easy to be a chip shot when you're out there. You get out there and try to kick that thing.
That's a long high school.
It's funny. It's been a while now. Tanner Seitz from Uinta had a 62-yard field goal
I remember Seitz
years back, and that just doesn't happen in the NFL. That nobody gives that opportunity, and it's fun to have that stat for him. Just someone I know that's actually kicked a.
That's a long field goal.
He's kicking it from the 52-yard line.
He's kicking it from on the other side of the midfield. That's a long field goal.
That is a big field goal.
So again, Miller will get this one up the middle. He'll get maybe 1.
But a healthy dose of Miller and Labrum right now is just what the Cougars need to move the ball forward.
Yeah, and again, we mentioned one of the keys to Coach Famalo's, game is to shut down Miller and Labrum, and they haven't been able to do that.
Especially Labrum. I mean, Miller the last couple of possessions, he's just a machine.
This time it's a pass this one's to Foot. Nate Foot makes the grab.
And Foot dives for a couple of extras.
He lost his footing there, and he dives forward.
Foot lost his footing. Hey, L&L Motors is the number one rated new car dealer in the Basin. Visit our new Buick GMC full-service store in Vernal.
We'll credit Jensen with the stop there, too, on that tackle. So dual receivers to both sides again.
3rd and 4.
As it's a bootleg
He's going to roll it out.
Labrum throwing it downfield, and what a grab. Look at Foot.
Wow. And I believe that Labrum had the first down if he keeps that. So that's a bold
he
throw.
would, but he knows he can count on Foot. Foot's been very reliable with his hands all season long. He makes those little grabs here and there,
That is
he
a good throw and a good catch. Wow.
Scoops that one and drops down as now again going deep to Foot, and Foot can't get down there.
Just a little too deep. I like it. Just a snap back
Look
play.
at the moon in the horizon there. Can we get that shot of that moon?
Oh,
there it is.
Coming up. There you see it.
Can't see it too good, but that is a harvest moon if I've ever seen one.
That's kind of fun to see as it's growing over there.
Oh, this one, Cougars.
Gonna do a little duel on each side.
Yeah. And they'll give it to Miller.
Up the middle, and Miller gets 7 or so.
So on first down, they go deep. Second down, they go with reliable Miller. Pick up 7, and it'll be 3rd and 3.
So what do you got here? You know, is this a labrum keeper? Oh, they're going to have a timeout. We're going to take a quick one as well. We'll be right back.
Timeout Union.
Founded in 1946 by the Savage family with a single truck, today, Savage is the leader in supply chain management solutions that are tailored to meet the needs of our customers across a variety of industries. We are a proud sponsor of high school sports coverage and the community here in the Uinta Basin.
Put that screen up just a little bit there, cameraman, and take a look at that moon across the way. Back here at Union High School where the moon has just risen on the Cougars.
Well, Cougars come out of timeout here with 1:16 left to go in the first half. And
there you see it. That's pretty good looking. All right.
Leading 16-14. Looks like the sun in the background, doesn't it?
It does. It's pretty cool.
As they bring Hyder in motion.
And the whole team, nobody goes offside, though, and that was pretty good that there's no penalty on either team.
Labrum's going to keep it.
And a big long run from Labrum. He just puts the afterburners on and gets 15 right there.
Well, he hits the hole, and and I haven't seen him do that a whole lot. There's the moon right there for you. Boy, that's a shot. I haven't seen him hit the hole like that all year long. He hit that one really hard as, again,
they're on it.
This one they fake it to Miller again. Labrum's going to keep it, and he picks up another 7 or 8.
And he just cuts back. You know, that is a great moon.
That's a great moon. That was an awesome, another run. So 2 runs in a row by Labrum.
There's no time in between.
Well, you got to hurry up. You only got a minute to play.
Labrum's going to chuck this one right in the middle.
Into foot, and it's 2 defenders there. Gordon knocks it away.
Gordon just about catches that one.
Well, that's it. Gordon and Bowman, those two both tough defenders.
And you see there's only 36 seconds left in the
I'd like to see him go
half.
deep to Roberts. You know, we talk about Roberts. Roberts can go up amongst 2 defenders, and he seems to come down with the ball every time. The guy's got hands.
Either that or just give it to Miller and let him run in.
Or that too. 3rd down, and we're under a minute left to go. Labrum rolling right. He now pucks it. And
there's some kind of interference throw.
Intended for foot. I didn't see where the pass interference is.
Well, we'll see here on the LNL replay. Probably not, because we're going to see the rollout more than anything. But I would guess it was pass interference on.
Well, that's going to hurt the Spartans here with 30 seconds left to go. It puts the Cougars into the red zone.
Yeah, they gained 15 out of the 30 they needed, and they're on the 15.
Here's your replay as Labrum rolls, goes downfield.
Oh, and you see foot tripping there, and it was.
I wonder if maybe he had pushed him before the ball came, and that's why he was able to come in front there. As Burchell gets the handoff.
Just high stepping for 7. Going to have to use a timeout here with 24 seconds left. And we're going to take a quick timeout as well.
In our small community, something big is happening. Strata's fiber network is connecting thousands of locations in the basin, bringing internet speeds now as fast as 1 gig. Delivered across the fastest technology available, gig internet has the speed and power equal to 1,000 megabits per second. For more streaming, more sharing, more connected devices, and more possibilities. It's internet fast enough for your life. Get your gig today from Strata Networks. We connect lives.
Welcome back to Union High School, where the Cougars have been trying to end this half on a really high note. They scored last, and they're looking to score last again.
Last again, yeah. 14-16 here, our score as Lang missed an extra point. But Cougars with 24 seconds left, and second and 5 here.
Labrum tells Miller, get on up here so I hand you this thing.
And he does. He gives to Miller.
And Miller gets through there and just slips on through.
A great run again. Miller's been money all night long. You know, he's broken several runs. He breaks that one as you can watch this one. Watch the line pull and open up the holes. Chase Lang out there in front. They get the hole, and boy, the Cougars are going to go up.
So you're up 8 right now, and so 1 point puts you up 9, which, you know, there's some argument to just go ahead and get the 1 point, but maybe this is a time to give something else a try, waste a little clock. Nope.
Go for the one, and they got it, and the Cougars up 23-14, 18 seconds left. We'll go to a quick break. Actually, let's keep you right here. I got our officials for tonight's game. Our referee is Tony Baumgardner. Linesman is Reed Merrick. Back judge, Mike Davis, or Michael. And then the umpire is Lloyd Richards. Line judge, Patrick Cox. So our officials for tonight, you got to, hey, being an official is tough. Trust me.
Being official is fun. You know, I've had a chance to do a game or two. I have never done a football game, though. Strata Networks brings you the latest mobile devices from your favorite brands. Visit them today and buy one, get one free on select phones. Strata Networks, we connect lives.
And have you checked out the Ashley Regional Medical Center, the new facility, the women's center there? It's going to be complete in 2018. That is a big little building.
Yeah.
So, Ashley Regional Medical Center. They're named as one of the top 100 rural hospitals in the by Becker's Review, too. So, Miller to kick. 19 seconds. As they're just going to
onside a little bit, and they're going to recover. Oh, no.
Spartans do get in there.
Oh, no. It's a scramble. They think they got it.
It will be a scramble. And, you know, if you're a Cougar, you're going to say that you got it. But
they think they did.
I think the Spartan got in there.
It looked like it to me, too,
oh,
but I think it came out.
Look at that. The Cougars have a chance to score here again. You're going to go deep. I want to see one.
Yeah, that's what we all want. So here you see the onside kick, gets there, bounces off a Spartan, and then he looked like he got it right there, looked like he got it there.
And he knocked it away, and they jump in and get it. Did you see who came up with it? I didn't see which.
Like number 55.
55, that's Colby Gurr, the sophomore.
Just feeling good about it. And I don't know, who's number 75?
75 is Chase Lang.
He ran into Chase Lang as they were coming off and chest bumped and about fell on his butt. So he's a little smaller than Chase.
Well, good times. As Cougars going trips left. Labrum going to drop back. And he is going to go deep.
He's got time.
And
he gets Roar, and they score. They score on the onside kick, and there's no flag, and everything's good.
I got to tell you, you know, earlier this morning I told Coach Labrum, I said, Labrum, or Coach, you got to go deep one time for me. And I'm going to say that one was mine.
That one was for Mark?
That one was for me.
Well, all I know is that one was for everybody here at homecoming.
Labrum going
or
to
senior
Roar.
Night, excuse me.
Going to Roar. Roar getting in. He busts free from Bowman there. and they score again. And it wasn't like it was a meant onside kick. They just didn't want to give them a good return.
I think you're right. It was just worked out, and they're like, boy, that was the weirdest kick ever. The hold never got to the ground.
Well, you know, Nebeker got a hold of that. He's been good. Nebeker has been money when it comes to getting the snap and putting it down. And it didn't look like he got that one completely set as Lane kicked it.
Yeah,
he
Lane
didn't have a good
kicks it
kick.
right out of his hand, I think.
Probably kicked his hand, you know.
Hey, we're going to be right back here in a minute with some highlights from tonight's game.
During halftime, we'll have some good highlights, won't we? We're going to have some great highlights tonight.
Usually we do, so.
Cougars missing 2 extra points tonight, and that is that's
rare.
That's a rarity. Lang's
well, all right, we'll be back here in a few minutes.
Being there to see the sunset, only to see it rise. Your friends, your family, and being around those who matter most. Visiting new places and trying new things. The road trips or the camping trips. The times you'll remember and the places you'll go back to. Let each mile bring you closer to the moments that matter. L&L Motor. People you know. People who care.
Anybody that went to get a cheeseburger while it was halftime. It's not halftime yet, John. Come on, here we go.
That's all right, John.
We got 9 seconds left.
Senile in your old age.
I'm definitely senile. Definitely getting old. But I could see there was 9 seconds left right after I took it to halftime.
Is that what it was?
Going to go for an onside kick here and
hey,
try to score again.
It only took them 7 seconds to score last time. We'll see how long it takes this time.
I doubt the Spartans are going to give that one up again.
Miller kicking this one deep. I think this one
is going to come back, running it back. Oh, a bobble. And
how about that little bobble by Gordon? He'll get out of bounds just a little after the 20-yard line. 3 seconds, and Emery will have a chance to go downfield. And the Cougars going up 29-14 with a huge second quarter here.
Just a minute or two ago, or less even, it was 16-14.
Yeah, 16-14.
Looked like a tight game going in, and now it's.
It was less than a minute ago. It was 16-14.
Goodness.
Emery gonna go. They kind of look like they got their heads down a little bit.
I would have my head down after that too. That's a rough way to finish a half. Gonna go
really
get yelled at by coach.
Oh. Really is. As we'll see what they do.
If I'm them, I just probably run this and hope for the best, because you don't want to give something else up at the end of a half like this.
No. You know, and Rance Jensen's a tough running back, but they're going to go downfield and almost picked off. But that was Roberts coming in, and he wanted the pick six, didn't he?
He did.
Didn't Roberts want the pick six?
He was sitting back looking for it. So
he come flying in to try and grab that, and it almost bit him as Bowman took off, but defenders there, and the Cougars take him down. That's our halftime score there.
Officially, it's halftime now, right, Mark?
It is. We'll give you that. We got some great replays. Don't go anywhere. We're going to go to a break, but we've got some awesome replays to show you from first half action coming up.
We'll be back.
Hey you, with a drink and popcorn waiting for the movie. It's the moment you've waited all year for. The corn maze is open again in Bluebell. Bluebell! Your favorite fall activities in one place. There's a pumpkin patch, kettle corn, goats, pumpkin cannons, spooky trails. There's just too much to list. So go to www.bluebellcornmaze.com or look up Bluebell Corn Maze on Facebook. Head to the Corn Maze at Water Hollow Ranch, located in Bluebell, where getting lost means finding fun.
Some of the most important diagnostic tools in medicine today are in the radiology department. At Ashley Regional Medical Center, there are many modalities to choose from: CAT scans, nuclear medicine, MRI, 4D ultrasound, digital mammography, bone density scanning, and a totally digital format. The technicians at Ashley Regional are highly trained and are well known for their great customer service skills. If you need an x-ray of any kind, ask your physician to send you to Ashley Regional Medical Center for quality results.
Welcome back to the Uinta Basin at Union High School with the very cool looking moon overshadowing.
That's your harvest moon right there.
Overshadowing a great
look
game.
Look at a little cloud cover too to the right and the left of it. It kind of gives it that little.
Just super cool.
What would you call that around it? Aura.
It has an aura, definitely an aura. and here, there's another aura around the field. You've got the drill team doing a great job dancing. Cool routine going on tonight.
I feel like it kind of fits too, as far as we're going to be picking a player of the game, sponsored by the Maze at Water Hollow Ranch. That's your Water Hollow Ranch
look.
Drill team right there.
There you go.
I'm guessing that's the drill team. I don't know.
It is.
But it's halftime. Cougars leading
29-14, finishing a half strong, very strong.
I mean, with under a minute left to go in the half, they're up 16-14, and they score, and they
onside kick, recovery, and score again.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the second time, it was like a 6-second from they kick the onside, no time goes off, and then the bomb down the field to Eastern Roar. We're going to show you those highlights too.
And then we had the first halftime, and then came back for the last 9 seconds and went to this halftime.
First halftime. The first halftime.
Yeah. Kind of like first and second lunch for the Hobbits.
First and second lunch.
Breakfast or whatever they have. All right, so let's see if we can pull those highlights up now and look at them. What a great half. So this first one. And
this is Jensen.
And just a hard tackle.
But a nice pass across the middle there to Bowman. And this one, again, Miller breaking this one. He has some huge movement, I guess, up through the line there, avoiding tackles.
And this is a pretty good throw down into Roar.
You know, Roar having a couple of big grabs. He has this one, and we'll show you another one here in a minute as Miller, another beautiful run up the middle.
Uses
spinning.
His blockers well, too, there. And Miller again, up the middle for one more.
Couple runs there for Miller. Here's the onside. And I don't think, again, it wasn't meant to be an onside. It was just to try and make sure that they didn't get a good return. 16 seconds left in the half.
Just trying to end the half.
And what do? They go deep to Roar. Roar making the grab, and he able to stay on his feet into the end zone for the touchdown that put him up. So they're up 29-14 here at the half.
Now we're watching the Cougar cheerleaders.
Well, so let's
with
go.
A great little dance music going on.
All right.
Getting jiggy with it up here in
you know what?
the booth.
If you're a cheerleader fan, you should have seen it last week. We had the mini cheerleaders. It was cheer camp.
Oh, that is great.
And there was like 200 kids down there on the field.
Oh, goodness.
Let's talk about the some of the keys, you know, that in the first or the game, that talking to the coaches before the game.
So not really sure yet. We haven't figured out what the Crunk squad is, but I think they're doing a good job on the Crunk squad.
I wonder if the Crunk squad is your kickoff.
Well, if they're doing a good job.
Yeah, they're doing a good job.
Because they recovered that.
You know, I wonder if it's special teams, Crunk squad, special teams, maybe just doing your part kind of thing. Playing great defense. Cougars came out sluggish at first.
They did.
And Emery went up. They scored first, and then they went down. They scored again. They were up, I don't remember exactly, 14, but they put 14 on the board.
Quick 14. And now the Cougars are playing great defense.
Yeah, now all of a sudden the defense comes in. The Cougars, they've scored in the red zone every time. And so those are your keys to the game. Play great defense, score in the red zone, dynamic Crunk squad. Looking at Emery, well, let's see why Emery's losing. What's their play?
Miller,
their keys to the game?
They're letting Miller go, and they wanted to control his run game a little bit and labor him as well.
And then don't give up big plays, and we just saw 2 big plays.
Yeah, Roar
Number
doing
one,
his thing.
Yeah, the onside kick, and then the deep pass to Roar there to end the half. So they have given up big plays. The other key to the game for Emery is have efficient drives that turn into points. We saw that with those two touchdowns. You know, they drove the field. Nothing's gone their way necessarily, unless you want to call a couple of
well, early
penalties.
it went their way, and then it was like they kept getting third down conversion one after the other, and after that play, it just went all downhill and bad for them, and just up for the
Cougars have kept it tight. I guess they've tightened things up as far as defensively. There's your Union Cougar High School band.
And the
drum
drummers
line.
just going at it. All right, hey, we're going to take a break and be back here in a little bit with the second half.
In our small community, something big is happening. Strata's fiber network is connecting thousands of locations in the basin, bringing internet speeds now as fast as 1 gig. Delivered across the fastest technology available, gig internet has the speed and power equal to 1,000 megabits per second. For more streaming, more sharing, more connected devices, and more possibilities. It's internet fast enough for your life. Get your gig today from Strata Networks. We connect lives.
Being there to see the sunset, only to see it rise. Your friends, your family, and being around those who matter most. Visiting new places and trying new things. The road trips or the camping trips. The times you'll remember and the places you'll go back to. Let each mile bring you closer to the moments that matter. L&L Motor. People you know. People who care.
Hey you, with a drink and popcorn waiting for the movie. It's the moment you've waited all year for. The corn maze is open again in Bluebell. Bluebell! Your favorite fall activities in one place. There's a pumpkin patch, kettle corn, goats, pumpkin cannons, spooky trails. There's just too much to list. So go to www.bluebellcornmaze.com or look up Bluebell Corn Maze on Facebook. Head to the Corn Maze at Water Hollow Ranch, located in Bluebell, where getting lost means finding fun.
Founded in 1946 by the Savage family with a single truck, today, Savage is the leader in supply chain management solutions that are tailored to meet the needs of our customers across a variety of industries. We are a proud sponsor of high school sports coverage and the community here in the Uinta Basin.
Some of the most important diagnostic tools in medicine today are in the radiology department. At Ashley Regional Medical Center, there are many modalities to choose from: CAT scans, nuclear medicine, MRI, 4D ultrasound, digital mammography, bone density scanning, and a totally digital format. The technicians at Ashley Regional are highly trained and are well known for their great customer service skills. If you need an x-ray of any kind, ask your physician to send you to Ashley Regional Medical Center for quality results.
And we're back. Mark Winterton along with John Nurden, and joining us here just right before the second half starts, Ryan with Off the Cuff Sports. He's my sports analyst. Anyways, we talk a couple times every week. Anyways, Ryan, let's get a quick, just your take on the first half action.
Momentum was a key. Union, Chase Burchill had that big return, and that really keyed it off. And it almost was like, hey, we're going to free up the offense now. They ran a completely different set of plays for the most part in the second quarter, loosened it up and kind of opened up the playbook. And then you started seeing Union's physicality. I mean, Emery has 35 people on the sideline total, and so Union's starting to wear him down, and Jaron Miller's breaking loose. And when that happens, you can have Roar break free for the touchdown, that long touchdown. So Union really changing it up, but running more plays in the second half.
Yeah.
Second quarter.
It was, and then, you could, like you said, I love how you mentioned wearing them down, because first quarter, Emery looked fairly tough. The defense was having some struggles with the passing game, and then the second quarter, that's when Union kind of was able to break away.
Yeah, big adjustment for Union. They were hitting that little slant coming across the middle. They were dropping it behind the linebacker in front of the safety. So Union adjusted on offense, and Emery was well coached, well scouted that defense. So my hat's off to Emery. I mean, you're playing with a small amount of kids, and they're playing tough, well coached, and they executed really well. But then, like you said, Union just kind of wears them down, makes the adjustments at in the second quarter, drops that linebacker a little bit, brings the safety up, and doesn't let him split him down the middle.
Well, so hats off to Coach DeCall there. So what are we going to see in the second half here from Emery?
From Emery, if I'm Emery, they did a pretty good job. They're running some run pass options, some RPOs. And I think Emery's going to continue to get to the outside, and with a lot of movement dragging across the sideline or across the field. If I'm Emery, I do that to get away. That neutralizes a lot of that size and muscle up front. And
I doubt we see anything new from the Cougars, but anything you think you might see differently?
I think they're going to do a little bit more play action. You can do it at this point. I mean, Miller's busted off a couple long runs and taken it quite a distance, almost a distance a couple of times. I think at this point, it's safe to say that Emery's going to have to stack the box a little bit against that, and Union's going to be wide open for some play action.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for your take, Ryan. We'll let you go. Ryan with Off the Cuff Sports. We're going to say quick sports analyst. John, we are ready to get going here as everyone's lined up waiting for.
You know, while you guys were talking, the girl holding the Never Quit Hit sign, she fell down, and it's pretty funny there for a second. She's like laying on her face, holding the sign like, I don't know what just happened.
I totally missed it. I did. But Cougars back, and they're going to probably add a few. Yeah, they add a few minutes back onto the board as
each team needs a little warm up.
Yeah.
Get back into the swing of things.
Let's go. Let's check it. Look at there's our cameraman.
Up on the Sunbelt Rentals.
Come on,
high
wave
lift.
to us. Give us a good wave. A high, it's nothing. Oh, he didn't. There's the wave. Yeah. Sunbelt Rentals there, giving us our lifts there. Big sponsor of VTV, of your high school sports here. Love that. There. Hey, did you wave?
Yeah.
You got your hand out there. That's about it. Was that about it?
That's about it.
So Cougars up on this one, 29-14 tonight, having a big first half. We'll see what happens in second half action.
They had a really big second quarter.
Big second quarter.
So
let's go away. We'll go away to break, and we'll be back to start your second half action.
Being there to see the sunset, only to see it rise. Your friends, your family, and being around those who matter most. Visiting new places and trying new things. The road trips or the camping trips. The times you'll remember and the places you'll go back to. Let each mile bring you closer to the moments that matter. L&L Motor. People you know. People who care.
Hey you, with a drink and popcorn waiting for the movie. It's the moment you've waited all year for. The Corn Maze is open again in Bluebell. Bluebell! Your favorite fall activities in one place. There's a pumpkin patch, kettle corn, goats, pumpkin cannons, spooky trails. There's just too much to list. So go to www.bluebellcornmaze.com or look up Bluebell Corn Maze on Facebook. Head to the Corn Maze at Water Hollow Ranch, located in Bluebell, where getting lost means finding fun.
Founded in 1946 by the Savage family with a single truck, today, Savage is the leader in supply chain management solutions that are tailored to meet the needs of our customers across a variety of industries. We are a proud sponsor of high school sports coverage and the community here in the Uinta Basin.
Some of the most important diagnostic tools in medicine today are in the radiology department. At Ashley Regional Medical Center, there are many modalities to choose from: CAT scans, nuclear medicine, MRI, 4D ultrasound, digital mammography, bone density scanning, and a totally digital format. The technicians at Ashley Regional are highly trained and are well known for their great customer service skills. If you need an x-ray of any kind, ask your physician to send you to Ashley Regional Medical Center for quality results.
Welcome back to Union High School. I knew I was going to do that tonight.
Oh, man, John.
They were just dogging me and said, come back with enthusiasm, and I did the absolute wrong, worst one.
Cougars against the Spartans in this one. Cougars going up 29-14 in the last minute of the first half.
It was unbelievable. You know,
if you missed it.
Yeah, welcome to the game.
Yeah.
You missed the best part so far.
But the Spartans will receive here, start out the second half. Of course, that's Miller to kick, number 32. Hey, quick update, too, across the 3A North. Other teams in Union's region. Morgan right now at halftime beating Carbon 19-7, and Grantsville crushing Judge Memorial 28-0.
And here goes Miller with the big, huge liner. Oh, he gets one big and high this time.
Lands about the 13, and did he put his knee down?
Yeah,
Bowman did.
His knee was down on about the 14-yard line, so.
Not a good way to start the second half.
I think he just couldn't see the ball, and he wasn't sure where it was coming because it was kicked so high by Miller.
Was it kind of a depth perception?
I think so. He not had one so high earlier tonight. They've all been a little lower, so that one was just hard to see, I think.
It was the moon. The moon blinded him.
There you go, up in the moon. Up in the moonlight.
And so they'll start on their own. Where did they put the ball? I'm trying to look. Oh, there it is,
about
14. Yep, you were right. Right there at the 14. So 1st and 10.
Stilson.
They're going to put that's Wilson in motion.
And they're going to run it right up the middle. Gordon.
Hand off to Jensen.
Nope. So Jensen makes a nice little move. He able to get his blockers, 6 yards there.
Wally Matui, Big Edwards,
the Spartans have a nice push off the line. Their linemen do a good job with the initial push off that off their blocks, and they open up the holes for Jensen.
And I imagine they'll come out very strong, and everyone getting their place taken care of, their block taken
Stilson,
care of.
a quick pass there to Gordon.
And a good open field tackle by Roberts.
Yeah, you know, Roberts has been really consistent for the Cougars. He's one of those that he plays good in and out. Last game against Judge Memorial, having a huge night. He got a safety on him. He had the tackle for the safety. And here, Labrum misses, and it's Roberts to come in and wrap him up. He does get the first down, but doesn't get much more than that.
No, that was about where it ended.
So Stilson on first down from their own 25. Give it to Jensen up the middle. Jensen will get a couple.
You know, and I would assume that the Spartans are going to come out, and they are already. Just everyone hitting their assignment, everybody on task. You know, you don't go into halftime giving up 2 touchdowns within the last minute and not get everybody back on the page.
Yeah, when they get that chance to rest, you know, talking at halftime with Ryan, they don't have a lot of guys on that sideline. They don't have a lot of depth. And the guys they do have to really, you know, they're playing both ways.
And, you know, mostly the Cougars play both ways as well. They just have a little more depth, so a little more to pick from.
So Stilson in the gun, fakes it to, he gives to Jensen.
Yeah, that fake throw was pretty good fake, wasn't it?
It was. Faked me out. Jensen gets a few. Cougars, this defensive line, you got to give credit to Evan Percival, Tavita Kafusi, Loney Latui, and Brick Edwards.
Well said.
No, you know, the defensive line has been doing great all night against Emery. Emery hasn't really done a whole lot running, and it looks like they're trying to open that running game up. Stilson in the gun on 3rd and 5. Brings Wilson in motion.
And they're going to hit Wilson right here.
Wilson making a nice grab.
Hammered.
Burchell hit him right in the kidneys.
Just that one had to hurt. And you can see he's a little bit shook up.
That's a kidney shot.
That is just that's a tough one. And
might see blood in the morning.
He might need to go to Ashley Regional. They were named one of the top 100 rural hospitals in America by Becker's Review. So if you need something, you can get over there and get that taken care of right away.
Well, it gets a first down for them. And so they continue to move the chains. 2 first downs here. Stilson in the gun. He brings Gordon in motion, gives to Jensen.
Oh!
And how about that hit by Loney Latui?
Latui just gets back in there and reads the play.
Loney Latui just slips the block and gets him. Latui was our athlete of the week here a couple of weeks ago, as he has been very consistent for the Cougars defensively and offensively.
Another consistency, Moon Lake Electric, in operation since 1938. Owned by the people they serve, Moon Lake is a cooperative, not privately owned.
Consistent.
Find and like them on Facebook.
So Stilson on 2nd and 12 here in the gun.
Oh, goodness. That one.
Tavita Kafusi jumping across the line there.
He was ready to go, wasn't he?
Yeah. A defensive offsides. I'll give him 5. Means, you know, it's not a huge – it just hurts because you get that huge tackle for a loss by Latui. 2nd and 12. It's going to be 2nd and 7 instead.
Yeah, but it's still a penalty. You hate giving up a penalty. But they're talking about this one. Did he get moved off?
Oh, maybe they're talking on the offense.
Yeah.
He looks like he's ready to march this one off against the offense, and he is.
I think they're
so I guess it wasn't Kafusi's fault. Tavita, you just jumped because they did.
They move, I move. This is how it works, he says. They're still talking, though. Look at them. Trying to get it right. And that's what I like about this officiating crew is they talk about it till they get it right.
No, it's a very good officiating crew we got tonight. And that big front defensive line for the Cougars right there. I've tried to get a bunch of those guys to wrestle. Nothing. Cannot get them to wrestle.
They just don't want to wear the outfits.
I think that's what it is. They're like, I ain't, what are you kidding me? I ain't going to wear one of those things.
So
Cougars are going to go with a 3-man front here. 3 linebackers, 5 defensive backs. As Stilson drops back. It's a screen play to Jensen. And Jensen, how about the block? He just threw Roar right into Jensen.
You know, and Roar hits him pretty hard.
Well, he got shoved by his lineman. We got to see a replay of that one because Roar just got shoved right into Jensen.
Yeah, and here you see on the L&L replay as Roar's coming in.
Roar comes running in, pushes him right into him, and then he fumbles the ball, loses it. Does get a hold of it, catches it with his – he recovers it with his legs.
Comes right back into his knees, basically.
The thighs. So this is going to be 3rd and a bundle. 21 here.
Yeah, they've been really strong on 3rd down. This one's a lot to ask, though.
Yeah, 3rd and 21, as you got 4 wide receivers.
They are going to throw it long. Oh, that's got to be holding.
Stilson throws.
And that's coming back.
So into Bowman. Bowman makes the nice catch.
But that
was
about
13 yards.
It's going to be 3rd and 21 now, or 31 now.
Yeah.
That was a hold. You could see him holding him right there at the quarterback.
3rd and 31. Boy, they don't got a whole lot more room. They're back in the inside their own 20.
And part of you says, well, don't take the penalty because it's 4th and 8 yards. But what if they get those 8 yards? Then you really feel silly.
You know, at that point, though, you know, they could.
Well, the other side
I think
of it,
they would punt it.
The other side, they would, but the other side of it is you get those yardage. You know, you get
It's
10
playing.
yards.
It's playing field position.
Yeah, and 10 yards your direction. So
Yeah.
I think it's the right way to go for sure.
So 3rd and 31 now.
Even a bigger ask than last time.
From their own 12, Stilson in the gun again.
Because
The 4
Stilson's going to throw it,
receivers
but
out
he's going to
wide.
have some serious pressure this time.
He releases this one to Snow. Snow does make the grab. Nice catch by Snow.
He does, but it's a net, you know, you're still 10 yards further back than you were. It's 4th and 20.
Oh, and you notice how it was, I think they went from the spot of the foul, which is a little further back, so it actually made it a lot more.
Yeah, it did. You're right.
You know, we were saying it was 3rd and 31. It was actually 3rd and like 40.
Yeah, it was. Nice play by L&L Motor.
And so they will punt this one away. Gordon back there. Watch them to fake it. They're not going to.
No, it is blocked.
It is blocked.
And it's going to go to his hands, and it goes out into the end zone.
Six-killer trying to get a hold of it.
And
What is the calling called there?
I don't know, but they pushed it. Is it a touchback? Or I mean a safety? It's got to be a safety.
I don't know what the ruling is.
It's got to be a safety.
Let's
Here
watch
you
that one
see
again.
on the L&L replay.
Who gets the block? Oh, that was a 6-killer with the block, trying to get a hold of the ball.
And then the ball gets pushed out in the end zone. That's a safety. I'm not sure that I'm right, so we'll see here what the officials tell us.
Yeah. Well, and now, see, this is where they get technical. This is a difficult. That's your head official there, Baumgartner.
About to tell us what they're going to do.
And it is a safety. So 2 points go to the Cougars, and they will be getting the ball.
You know, and our official, Mike Davis. Mike Davis, he's saying, I didn't know the rules, but I knew that rule.
Oh, he said you didn't know the rules?
He was up here telling me, but I don't. You know, I'm not nearly as good at the rules as he is.
Well, I hope not. I mean, I hope he's
on top
better
of it.
than you. Yeah.
Well, it's way easy to officiate a game from up here. I can tell you that right now. I always get it right. I got instant replay. This coverage by us here at VTV is unbelievable.
And so now Emery,
we do a good job, don't we?
Emery will punt. They'll punt the ball here to the Cougars. This can always be an interesting thing with high school.
The Savage family founded the company in 1946 with a single truck hauling coal and timber in Utah. Today they are a leader in the supply chain management solutions that are tailored to meet the needs of our customers across a variety of industries, including electric power generation, coal production, oil refining, railroad, chemical, oil field, downhole services, and other industries.
He's gonna tee it up.
Oh, he is going to tee this one up. Okay. So sometimes they can choose whatever way they want, right, on a safety. And if they punt, it puts it high, and they can get down underneath the ball.
Well, it doesn't look like the Cougars are too worried about it. They're just
so Winter's going to kick this one.
And he does a good job of kicking it.
Burchell picks it up about the 27. He's across his own 40.
And zigzagging.
And he's
he gets
across
around
his 50.
everybody. And there's a big old flag coming in.
And another one.
And that's going to come back to the spot of the foul and go back 10 or 15 yards. And the Cougars will still pick it up about the 30-yard, 35.
Still going to have good field position, right? But not as good as they would have.
Yeah, they're going to end up giving up about, well, and who knows that, you know, the block in the back there.
I was trying to see the penalty. Did you see it?
I think I did. There was basically they tackled him from behind, on top of his back.
Tackled him from behind. Well, you can't do that.
Well, not unless you get away with it. Then I guess you can. But this time they didn't. The officials saw it. So the Cougars take over on their own 35, which is fine.
That's where you figured. Nice call there, John.
Thank you. They have lines out there that if you go 5, 10, 15, it's really easy to get it right. And those flags were sitting there. It's quite easy.
Cougars come out with dual receivers to both sides. And, of course, wearing the pink tonight in it's October.
Oh, and
wait, why is
and now they're only going to take 10 yards off. I'm not really sure what happened there, but
I don't either. All right.
So
Either way, Cougars at 39-yard line.
Either way, the Cougars are headed north with the football. Big old line up front there.
They're going to give to Miller around the left side. He's got some
sweep
blocking, but it's
and
Jensen.
Cuts back in and gets an extra 7 yards. He looked like he was going to get 1 or 2.
Well, it looked like Jensen was there, and he just cut it. He just cut it inside in front of Jensen, and Jensen didn't have a chance to wrap him up. Jensen got juked out of his shoes, is what happened. But come on,
cut back, little cut back.
Oh, there we go.
Running so fast, can't keep up.
Trying to see the replay there is, yeah. Nice run there by Miller, and they're on 2nd and 2. They're going to fake it to Miller, go downfield. It's to Burchell.
And it's
Burchell
tipped
in and out of his hands.
And Stilson nearly intercepted that one.
Yeah, nearly. I was thinking maybe Roar might be able to get down there and get underneath
close, wasn't it?
Let's watch it here on the replay. He fakes it to Miller and then goes across.
We saw that right there on the L&L motor replay.
Yeah, Roar was just a little behind there, not able to get it. That's a scary one. You know, in that case, you want to knock it down as the receiver. You don't want to hit that and knock it up in the air. And again, they'll give to Miller.
All he needs is 2. He's going to get them all.
He breaks them both, and look at Easton Roar out there blocking in front.
And Easton smartly.
Oh, he didn't get in.
Just missed it by a yard. But Easton, if you'll see here on the L&L motor replay, Easton is smart not to block right here because that's coming back 15 yards.
He's just trying to get in the guy's way.
And he just holds back. You know, he's just playing smart football, Easton is. And Miller, up the middle. They're both vying for the tickets to the maze at Water Hollow Ranch.
He gets one hand on him there. And then now he can't get the block, and Miller gets drugged down. But he'll get in for the next one.
He's going to take it on
He'll
the next
get
one.
in the next one.
All right, so the battle is
Man,
on.
I tell you what. Well, Miller and again, Miller and Roar right there.
Hand in hand.
Hand in hand, those two have
one's got the ball and one's blocking for the other, so.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough because the line's doing a great job, too.
Everybody out there is
Can you
doing
give it
good.
to 5 linemen?
Yeah, if you want. We can get away with whatever.
And so Nebeker to hold. They've missed 2 of these tonight.
Didn't miss that one. That was straight up in there.
So Cougars up 38-14 on Emery with 5:32 left to go here in the third quarter.
Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back.
In our small community, something big is happening. Strata's fiber network is connecting thousands of locations in the basin, bringing internet speeds now as fast as 1 gig. Delivered across the fastest technology available, gig internet has the speed and power equal to 1,000 megabits per second. For more streaming, more sharing, more connected devices, and more possibilities. It's internet fast enough for your life. Get your gig today from Strata Networks. We connect lives.
Welcome back to Union High School, where the Cougars are rolling now. Rumbling down there is Miller, and the whole team's doing their part.
Holy cow, you know, great blocking by the whole team. And you could see that with Roar up front trying to do the best he could, but not making – he's very smart. That guy was just ahead of him, and he kind of gave him a little shove with his hand on his chest, and then he couldn't get in front of him, and so he just let him go, of course, which – Cougars get to the 1-yard line, and then Miller does the rest by getting in on the second play.
And Miller's juiced up and kicks that one right back to the end zone. But, boy,
Jensen
does a good job of bringing it out to about the 26-7-yard line. Nice run back.
Number 6.
Should feel good about that for himself.
Number 32 to number 32, right?
Yep. All night long it's kind of been like that.
Well, Rance Jensen, just a junior.
Spartans will have that person 10 on their own, 26.
All right, so
We got kids at the door.
yeah,
Like, I feel like a butler.
you are.
There's the run. Here's the return by Jensen there. Gets around the corner. Nice extra move there to get the extra yardage there on the return. Stilson in the gun. 4 receivers. Drops back. Throw.
Oh, and it's just blocked on the line. You can see it get hit right there.
Who was that got a hand on it? Was that Gurr?
I didn't see it. We might see on the L&L Motor replay here. Stickman is proud to sponsor VTV6's live coverage of Uinta Basin High School football. Here you see on the.
Let's see who that was. Oh,
Didn't see it.
I think it was either Kafusi or Latui.
One or the other.
The ball has been returned to
Oh, it was Latui. Latui. Kafusi's not in. Yeah, so Latui making a nice move there to knock that ball down, and they give to Jensen up the middle.
Jensen gets a hand
And a
Nothing-
whole crew.
nothing doing.
The whole crew was in on that tackle. So I don't know
just
who got him first.
the whole team, or half the team. So another third down with about 6 yards to go. So Emery's been doing really well on the third downs early in the game. Let's see how this one works out for him. Down a bunch in the second half.
Well, Cougars have really brought it. It started in the end of the second quarter there. Is Wilson in motion. Stilson throws. Intended for Wilson. Wilson makes the catch. He's got the first.
That play has worked all night long. Every time they run it, it's right there.
And that's Harding for the tackle.
Garrett Harding.
And they'll move the chains.
Is that Coach Harding's son?
That is Coach Harding's son, yes.
That's an
Yeah, in fact, a senior, and when they were presenting all the seniors. Yep, he was there with his dad.
As tonight
With
is
Coach
senior
Harding.
night.
Coach Harding, he actually coached at Uinta, didn't he?
He was the head coach for a lot of years. And Coach DeCall, one of my favorite people, does a great job. He's one of my neighbors.
Well, look at that little
Just about
forward
stripped
pitch. Just a forward pass to Wilson, and he gets nowhere. Tackled. Oh, he does get back to the line of scrimmage.
Just to the line of, not even quite. They're going to give him.
Kafusi and Latui continue. That two, boy, the combination of those two.
Yeah, they're a tough bunch to get past there on the line.
Again, they don't get near enough
credit. Yeah, it's hard to get credit when you have Miller running the ball and Rohr catching the ball for long distance and Labrum throwing it, and they only get to do that because of the
guys
lines
up front, right?
Yep.
Stilson in the gun. 3 receivers, and I guess a slot receiver is what you're going to call that one. Oh, and Gordon drops it.
Boy, it was close to a catch. You know, they're going to say he didn't catch it, but he must never have been able to make a football move after. But it was close.
No, I was in and out of his hands there, so incomplete pass. But that's one that Gordon, he catches those.
Yeah, he does.
You know?
All night long he's been catching those. And they've just had a couple on the whole team that haven't caught.
And Gordon actually one of the only starters that's returning from last year. He actually played both ways last year.
Didn't I see on some of your notes they had 18 seniors graduate last year?
18 seniors. Yeah.
That's a lot. You know,
Stilson.
That's a big start over.
Gonna go deep.
And it's there. And
intended for Gordon, and it's Labrum on the defense. He almost had the interception, but it would just come up too short.
You know, and he came up a little lame. He got something stretched out a little bit. And
that's a depth perception there.
He's going to go out. He's got something wrong.
So Hyder's going to come in for his spot there. I think he fell on the other guy's shoe or something.
Just a stinger. He'll be all right. It's 4th down and 10, so the
Spartans
are going to kick it.
Well, they are going to show punt, but this is where you watch a fake punt here.
No fake punt. You always want to see that because it's fun, but there's just not going to be one.
And there it is. There's the fake punt. And
it's
Jensen. Jensen trying to get to the side, and it's Gage Roberts that makes the big stop. Gage Roberts stopping him there.
Good call, Mark. You're right on it. You know, That's just a crazy place to do that when the Cougars are rolling as well as they are.
You know, you're midfield and you're down by this much with not very much time left. You don't want to have to try and make up all those points in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, but you also don't want to give them 7 more.
No, no. But here the Cougars still starting out in their own territory.
Yeah, they gave it a shot. They gave it a shot and it came up just a little bit short.
At this point, yeah, Cougars going to go with 5 receivers. They're up 38-14. I think he's just going to run the ball, and maybe
that's that
Labrum
play.
Drops back. He's going to look. He's going to look. And he's throwing downfield, and he's got Nate Foot. Foot to the 10, to the 6-yard line.
He doesn't quite get it. He wants the touchdown and can't quite get it all day long. All day long, Labrum had to throw that ball.
And that was actually the kicker, Winter, that ends up getting the tackle. Gordon right there. But,
that makes going for it on 4th and 10 even worse for the.
Well, Cougars have gone deep all day long, and Labrum's found his guys, and the receivers have done their job. The linemen have blocked. I mean, really, how,
Pretty solid football game at this point.
Yeah, everyone's done a great job. Labrum here
gets sacked.
Does get hit by big man. 72. Is that Hoffman? Is that Hoffman? I want to see if that's Hoffman.
It's Refrigerator Perry.
Oh, that's Reeve. That kid's 305 pounds.
Refrigerator Perry.
305.
Back in the day. Do you remember Refrigerator Perry?
Yeah, 305.
Scored a touchdown. Looked just like him. Built like a fridge.
Same weight, too.
Holy smokes, that's a big boy.
305. That's a lot of weight coming down on you. That knocks the breath out of you. I've done that before.
Anyone that doesn't know the fridge, back in the Jim McMahon days at the Bears, Chicago Bears.
Hey, what was the penalty?
I didn't see it. I'm talking about something in like 20 years ago. Anyway,
that's okay.
He rumbled in for a touchdown. He put him in the back, and they gave him the ball, and he got a touchdown.
It was an awesome play. He had Patriots hanging from all sides. Labrum in the gun, goes to Roberts.
Oh, and he just gets stuck.
Well, good defense there by the Spartans.
So now it's 2nd goal on about the 15.
But, yeah, he had Patriots hanging from all of his
legs.
legs.
And they said that guy could just stand it there and jump on like a lunch table. He could just – He was just athletic as could be, but he looked like there was no way
he could do the splits or something like that.
And he could dunk a basketball, I suppose, who knows. But here we go.
They're going to give this one. That's Caden Hyder. He picks up a couple.
And so they're just getting a little bit here and a little bit there, and the Spartans are saying, no, we're not letting you score this time. I don't know if the Cougars are going to live with that.
I'm trying to see. It is 3rd down. 3rd down. Imagine Cougars will kick a field goal on 4th.
I don't know. Why would you right here? You're
for fun.
You're up a bunch.
Well, for experience.
Guess give your kicker some time to kick.
Well, you're not trying to run the score up here.
No, they wouldn't do that.
Cougars going to go with trips right as Labrum rolls right. He's got his blockers out there. Got some time. Nothing available, though. He's not seeing anything. Gets up maybe to the 7-yard line, it looks like, where his stop of loss.
Forward progression.
Forward progression. There we go. Yeah. That's what I was looking for. Thanks, John.
No problem.
Thanks, Johnny.
All right, so it's 4th down. I'm going to throw in the kicking team, see if they can get another field goal here.
Yeah, they will bring in the field goal. About a 26-yard field goal here, 27-yard field goal. As Nebeker to hold from the right hash mark. Lang puts it up.
That one goes well.
And it is no good.
Everything went
That's
good.
That's a tough one, from the right hash mark. And the hash marks are pretty wide in high school football,
And I didn't. It looked good for me. Everything looked good. The hold, snap, everything looked good. Just went a little wide our side.
Yeah, that's a tough one. But Emery will take over.
And Emery feels good. They got a good stop there. No points on the board for the Cougars.
And now Emery takes over on their own 20.
Down 24 points.
Oh, you got good math skills. I can't figure that out that fast.
I've been working on it for like 10 minutes, so don't act like I got.
Well, we'll see what Emery's got, if they're going to go to the air a little more here, or if they're going to continue to try and run it. Rance Jensen, the running back, they've given it to him a lot tonight, but he has not found a whole lot as he's run into the defensive linemen of these Cougars. Cougars have been fairly stingy with the run game. And they're going to run it. Going to give it to Gordon.
And Gordon just falls forward for a couple more.
He gets 5.
And he got the last 2 just on sheer effort on his part. See Labrum, little tentative again. He's feeling the effects of playing both ways. And, you know, up 24, you might have to give that kid a break on the defensive side and let someone else try it.
Yeah, put in someone else out back there at free safety. I'm guessing that they're playing a couple of free safeties here. It's almost a nickel package, it looks like, and we got it. Oh, that's going to be the end of the quarter.
That is the end of the quarter. We'll be right back.
In our small community, something big is happening. Strata's fiber network is connecting thousands of locations in the basin, bringing internet speeds now as fast as 1 gig. Delivered across the fastest technology available, gig internet has the speed and power equal to 1,000 megabits per second. For more streaming, more sharing, more connected devices, and more possibilities. It's internet fast enough for your life. Get your gig today from Strata Networks. We connect lives.
We're back here at Union High School.
Emery Spartans coming into Roosevelt, take on the Cougars. And the Cougars going up big here.
Going to be 3rd and a couple left.
38-14 as we start the 4th quarter. Cougars will have a 3rd down here. They're going to bring in another lineman. Going to go 5 down lineman here.
You know, we were just talking about high school basketball, and that's coming up. We cover all the games that we can, and love to go call those basketball games, a little more intimate setting. We love, obviously, Friday night under the lights as well.
You're a big basketball guy, aren't you? Stilson in the gun, 4 receivers, and they give to Jensen. And Jensen, look at that.
Duck.
Langan Percival.
Was it a fumble?
Couldn't tell. Well, Loney's got it. Latui.
They didn't give him, I mean, nobody's giving him a fumble, but it was a fumble.
There it is, yep. Latui comes up with the fumble return.
We got to see that one on the L&L.
Man, I tell you what, that front lineman, they're pushing for this player of the game. Oh, this one's a really hard one to choose.
Everyone's playing good tonight. There you do see it on the replay. They stick him right there, and the ball comes out. And
there's Loney Latui that comes up with the ball.
What a fun thing. You know, you don't get to touch the ball much, and you get that turn to say, I did something with the football right here.
Well, the best thing is when you can pick it up and actually rumble with it. So the Cougars taking over into enemy territory. From the Spartan 25, Labrum in the gun, trips right, drops back. He's going to, he's getting pressured out of the pocket, throws on the run.
Goodness. And it's a touchdown. It's a touchdown.
Well, Nate Foote completely wide open. Where was the defensive back on that one? Where?
You know, that scramble was unbelievable. And we'll definitely be able to watch that here on the L&L replay. He just scrambles, and
he gets pushed out of the pocket there.
Watch the pressure from behind. It's like, he's going to get him, going to get him,
was going to hit him.
And nothing. No, Foote's going to say, no, that was mine. And way to keep your presence about you, Labrum.
Man.
I believe that takes the game into a level of the clock just runs from here. Is that true, or is that only 30? We need
35. 35.
So they're 4 points short.
Yeah.
Hey, we'd like to thank Stickman and Sunbelt Rentals, Savage, Moon Lake Electric, Ashley Regional, Strata Networks, and L&L Motors, our coverage sponsors tonight. L&L Motors is the #1 ranked new car dealer in the basin. Visit our new Buick GMC full-service store in Vernal.
You know, if you get a chance to and you see any of these guys, whether it be the employees or whatever, tell them thanks, because it's because of them that we're able to bring you live coverage of your Uinta Basin high school sports.
Yeah,
we were talking basketball, by the way. So
yeah, you know, I like basketball. It's a fun game to commentate, fun game to watch, fun game to play, and you know, football is too. But football is a little more fleeting. after high school, most of us don't play football, but a lot of us old men will go play a little basketball.
Yeah, you'll play a pickup game here and there. Maybe there's the occasional turkey bowl that you go and play some football at Thanksgiving when you pull a hamstring and get seriously injured. But
yeah,
you got the rest of the year to heal up and
get ready for next season.
I'll occasionally go wrestle with Quinn Dixon and the gang, but that's just
Quinn's wiry.
Quinn is wiry. What a great wrestler. And, of course, with him, because of his program, UNA's got a killer high school wrestling team this year. Miller going to bomb this one.
And that's a good
wow.
And it's a fumble.
And Colby Gurr.
And
Colby Gurr.
They're going to say he was
making
down.
The hit.
They're
I think
going to
the
say
ball
he was
popped
down.
out before he was down. Maybe his forward progression was done. Let's get a replay on that one.
Yeah,
How about
that one was really tight.
Check this out.
You're going to see he
Colby
runs in
Gurr
here.
comes flying in here.
Yeah.
Oh, he was down.
His butt was down, I think.
Yeah. And I think there was another guy there. I missed who. I couldn't see the number, but another one that made the hit on the blocker. That helped spit the ball out. Well, so Spartans will take over on their own 20. This, I'm gonna make the call that Cougars gonna get the win here tonight.
Easy. I did that one week and it didn't work so good.
Oh,
got to be careful.
Be careful. Jensen sweep to the right,
and a lot of yards sideways.
Hey, we got to start talking about our Water Hollow Maze player of the game.
Well, is it possible to give the whole team ticket? We better not do that.
Goodness,
we're going to get in trouble for that one.
Oh, we would. And
we have to pick
here's
one.
the thing. Here's the thing I look at is the quarterback has done his job. The receivers did their job. The running backs did their job.
Line's done their job.
But the linemen, I feel like, have really excelled. They shut down the linemen on defensively. Have shut down the.
There's an interception.
Interception by Chase Burchell.
And he's going to ramble all the way in for a touchdown. And the Cougars are going nuts here tonight.
Pick six here. Pick six. Hey, let's give you an update on other teams around the basin. Of course, I think I mentioned earlier, Layton Christian beat Altamont 32-8. Duchesne, the last score I've got, 14-0, and I'd like to. That's since halftime. So Duchesne beating Rich, 14-0 right now. Uinta they traveled out to Orem, taking on the Tigers. That is the Tigers, right?
Yeah.
And the last score I have is also a halftime score. Orem beating Uinta 26-0. Never to hold. That kick is up, and it is good.
That one's good. Just like the services that Savage family founded the company in 1946 with a single truck hauling coal and timber in Utah. Today, they are a leader in the supply chain management solution that are tailored to meet the needs of our customers across a variety of industries, including electric power generation, coal production, oil refining, railroad, chemical, oil field, downhole service, and other industries. Now that clock's going to roll a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Now it'll roll. It doesn't stop for no one. Well, it does stop a couple occasions, right?
When you score, it'll stop. And
timeouts.
Timeouts, it'll stop. But otherwise, it just rolls. And you kind of like that as the team that has to drive home to Emery tonight.
Oh.
It's a lot longer ride tonight. But
we're 10 after 9, and this game will be over pretty quick now. Pretty quick, I would think.
Yeah, so a pick six touchdown. You're not trying to run the score up and get it to that point, but kid's going to do what he's going to do. I wouldn't stop either. Take that thing in the back of the end zone. So there's another candidate for player of the game.
Oh
for
man,
the Water
Chase
Hollow
Burchell
match.
stepping up to make that that interception and then running it back.
Little poocher
Miller's
on
going to
this
put
one.
this one high. And again,
that one's going to get a flag.
Kobe Gurr just went a little too far.
Yeah, and it's just they got to blow the whistle a little louder. They can't, get it on there.
I love Cougars' enthusiasm, though. You know, he's stepped up big for the Cougars, just a sophomore, and he's come in for the Cougars last game, starting for the first time, and he's done great for him at right tackle.
You know, and
just showing a little too much enthusiasm.
He heard the whistle. You know he did, because I could hear it up here. He knew what he was doing, and the officials are right. Give him that penalty and march that ball up.
So Emery will take over on their own 40. I think it's about the 40.
They're just marching off the yardage.
I thought the penalty was back at the 25. We'll call that a 20-yard penalty.
Yeah, they
marched, didn't they?
They marched.
1st and 10. They give to Bowman around the right side. That was a hold.
Yeah.
Did you see the hold?
I did.
Harding, boy, he was getting held, and he broke free.
Yeah, if he doesn't break free, maybe they get the hold. But. So
yeah, you
Spartans
watched Harding right there.
there.
Yeah, it just pulled him a little bit. He wouldn't have been there anyway, but Bowman getting big yardage. Brinkerhoff there to make the tackle.
That must have just been right at our angle there. So the game's getting away from the Spartans. They'd like to just score here to get a little better feel for things.
Wilson in motion. Stilson gives to Jensen, and Jensen just runs into a hole. Again, the defensive line there making a huge stop over and over and over again. And it's anchored by
Strata Networks is proud to help bring you live coverage of local sports. Enjoy reliable coverage and unbeatable speeds from the company that brings you more local cell sites than any other carrier. Nationwide 4G LTE coverage and the latest devices from your favorite brands. Strata Networks brings you the latest mobile devices from your favorite brands. Visit them today and buy one, get one free on select smartphones. Strata Networks, we connect lives.
So the Cougar defensive line there, anchored by Kafusi and Latui, both of them, they've got a 5-man front here on 3rd and short.
I think they're throwing.
They're going to throw it.
Oh, and nothing doing.
I think that pass intended for Snow.
And it was high and hospital style.
It was it was, and it was good defense on the Cougars' part.
You know, they have been hit in the midsection a few times by the Cougars.
That one's going to knock the breath out of you a little bit, isn't it?
Yeah. You're going to feel that one in the morning.
Right in that bottom of the rib cage, little bruise. So fourth down, and of course Emery's definitely going to go for it, as this game is pretty much done with. Clock will continue to run here. I'd like to see Cougars JV will be out here, I imagine, on the next drive here. Stilson drops back to throw. Now he's going to get pushed out of the pocket by Sixkiller. Throws it downfield. And almost.
A very good job defensively not to get a call, because he had to come back to get that ball.
Brinkerhoff looked like he just had his hands in there kind of slapping it out.
So nice job.
So the Cougars will take over on offense, as they, looks like it's a JV squad here. I'm going to see who comes out. I imagine you got Foote will come in as at quarterback. But let's see exactly what they do. You can see the offensive line. That's all your. Yep, there's Foote. Foote will come in at quarterback. Mason Eldridge is your halfback, lined up behind Foote. And 4 receivers. And now what do we have? We got a timeout
from the Spartans. We'll take one as well. We'll be right back.
In our small community, something big is happening. Strata's fiber network is connecting thousands of locations in the basin, bringing internet speeds now as fast as 1 gig. Delivered across the fastest technology available, gig internet has the speed and power equal to 1,000 megabits per second. For more streaming, more sharing, more connected devices, and more possibilities. It's internet fast enough for your life. Get your gig today from Strata Networks. We connect lives.
Welcome back to Union High School, where the Cougars take over. And,
quite the beat down. Foot in the gun. He's going to give to Eldridge. Eldridge finding
running.
some blocking, and he's out. Close to a first down there.
Yeah, they're going to give him the first down yardage.
Nice little run there by Eldridge as Cougars have got their JV squad in here. Give them some varsity experience.
Yeah, just what they need with the 52-14 game with the clock running down.
You know what, though? Here's the thing, John. As a running back coming into the varsity game, you don't want to come in with your JV line. You want to come in with that varsity line and see what it's like to run behind them.
Yeah, you really do. And there's
why.
an example of exactly what you're talking about.
You know, as a running back, man, it's fun to run behind that varsity line.
See the studs doing their thing.
Yeah, but here he's running behind his JV line, and he gets a first down on the first carry, but the second time, not a whole lot going for him.
No. So with second and 13, they going to throw one?
We'll see. I would doubt it. I would think they're going to run it again.
I doubt it too, but pressure's coming.
And they give to Eldridge around the right side. Does he have the speed? He does have a little bit.
He does a good job. He's just running with all his might right there. I love it.
Slices through there, and it'll be 3rd and 6. Well,
nice
3rd and
job.
5, actually. He picks up pretty good yardage.
L&L Motors is the #1 rated new car dealer in the Basin. Visit our new Buick GMC full-service store in Vernal. Moon Lake Electric, owned by the people they serve. Moon Lake is a cooperative, not privately owned, providing power to the area since 1938. Find and like them on Facebook. Let them know you heard about them at VTV, our coverage of live high school football. Friday night under the lights, HD.
And the Cougars going to get a big win tonight.
Huge win.
They're just letting the clock run the clock out, so they don't have to run up the score anymore. They got the JV in. Foot in the gun. He gives to Eldridge around the left side, and Eldridge is going to get the first.
Eldridge just turns it up when he gets where he decides he's going. His upward momentum is very fast. I like it. I like the future.
Eldridge, a junior for the Cougars.
He gets going upfield and just hits somebody, too, every time.
And the backup running back, actually, he's still out, and so Eldridge actually is his backup. And so he's getting some playing time with the other halfback out of the game for a few games here. Eldridge actually is a nephew, when I played football, of our starting halfback. So he's got some wheels.
And he's going to run it again.
Eldridge again.
and he's zigging and zagging.
Nice move up the middle, and I think he got another first down.
He did.
Another 10 yards for Eldridge. This is fun.
No,
I mean, this is, as far as for me, if I was, being in Eldridge's shoes, coming in, being able to play your first time under the lights.
Telling the seniors, hey, go sit down. Someone's
picking up big yardage, too. And so Foot in the gun.
He's just taking his time.
Yep, they're just running the clock. Just continue to run the clock. And they'll give to Eldridge again. Eldridge finding some blocking.
Good blocking. And a nice spin move, too. As he gets wrapped up, he just spins and gets an extra 2 or 3 yards.
The offensive line is able to make those first impact blocks, and Eldridge is able to pick up the yards right there. Nice pull, and he breaks it into the secondary. And it's going to be your defensive backs that got to make the tackle there. Jensen. So it'll be 2nd and 5 now. You think they run it to Eldridge again? Maybe it'll be a keeper. Foot. And Foot's had some nice catches tonight too.
He's played really well. All in all, a really good game.
Not known for his speed, but he runs a good route. And he gives to Eldridge again, this time around the right side. Eldridge he doesn't have a whole lot. And Berlin holding a block there, but there were 3 guys, I think, weren't there?
Yeah, and he just cuts up in between all 3, and
hey, he still picks up 1.
Yeah, and this game's going to run out here in just a minute.
Yeah, three defenders there. Berlin's trying to block one of them. Eldridge trying to dodge the other two, and ends up all three of them on top of him.
So pretty much one play left in the game. What's the guess?
I don't think the Cougars will get in.
They're going to hand it off.
No, they're going to down it, actually. So they're going to down it, and that's going to be the game. Cougars winning this one big tonight, John. 52-14 over Emery. That puts them 3-1 in region play. They've got Morgan next week on the road. Morgan probably going to get a win against Carbon tonight, unless they.
So what a good game that was for the Union Cougars. For me, the player of the game at the Water Hollow Ranch still has to go to Roar. You can choose who you want. Maybe we have to have a discussion, but it was 16-14, and Roar came alive and did what he did in the end of the first half and got the Cougars momentum going. And the second half, we'd have to give it to the whole team.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. Roar makes that extra effort. He had some huge plays in the first half. The second half, the whole team, you're right, the whole team won it. Yeah, they finished it up. They finished strong. They won the fourth quarter, but I'm with you.
Easton's a good way to go. So Easton Roar, congratulations on the ticket to the maze at Water Hollow Ranch.
And so the Cougars, big win tonight. I got an update here. Morgan beating Carbon 39-7. And, of course, now the Cougars have Morgan at Morgan. That's going to be a tough game. And we'll see how ready the Cougars are going to be, how fired up they can be. If they win that game, it'll actually, I think, put a three-way tie on first.
Hey, well, it's been a great night. Everybody have a good night. See you next week.